Check out the link in the description below and you can find a worksheet that goes along with this lesson. Let's take a look at playing some major chords that use only 3 strings, but they're not going to be on adjacent strings. It'll either be the 4th, 2nd, and 1st strings, or 4th, 3rd, and 1st strings. And you can come up with some really beautiful sounds using these, whether you're playing arpeggiation or playing block chords. And with some left-hand muting too, you can do strumming with these often as well. And the first shape we're going to look at is based on just a simple C chord, but we're going to leave out one of the notes. We're going to leave out the 3rd string. And if you look at the notes of this chord, there are 2 C's in there. There's a G, there's a C, an E, and a high C. And what we're doing is just leaving out the lower C. So we still have a nice C shape. It's a nice bright sounding chord. And what I want to try to do with each of these shapes that I'll show you is we're going to then move them to different positions up and down the neck. So if I move it up a fret, I would get C sharp, and that's going to go 1 on the 4th string, 1 on the 2nd, 4 on the high string. C sharp. A D, 2, 2, and 4, same strings, leaving out the 3rd. E flat, 3rd position E, 4th position F, 5th F sharp or G flat, then 7th position G, and you can explore up and down the neck. The note that your pinky is playing, that is the root. So if I played the 12th fret and played the shape, that's an A chord because the 12th fret is an A. See how that matches an A chord? Now fingering wise with my left hand here, I'm using my 1st finger, 2nd, and pinky. You could do a bar with your index finger, right? That's an easy movable shape, but if you want to avoid doing bars, you don't have to for any of these shapes I'll show you by using a fingering like this. So that is based on the C shape. The next shape let's look at, let's play an F chord, but let's play the high string at the 3rd fret. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to leave out that 3rd string. There's that C again, right? So we're not playing the C in the lower position, we're playing it high. So we still have an F, an A, and a C. This is a great shape. I love the shape. It sounds really rich and full. And it's easy to move. Once again, if we don't play the 3rd string, we can move it around whatever note your 1st finger is playing. That's the root. So F is here. If I needed a G, I would play it at the 3rd fret. And A would be the 5th fret. B flat, 6. B, a C would sound great if you played the 8th fret and did the shape. So I'm playing here, it would be 9, 8, and 10, not playing the 3rd string. Now you notice I'm using my pinky on the high note here. You could use your 3rd finger too. That feels really nice. One thing you'll find with any of these voicings too, some are more practical than the others, but you can also adjust the note that's on the 2nd string to the 3rd string. So instead of playing 4, 2, and 1, if I move the C here, it's another way of playing it. And you may have seen an E chord written like this before. They're very commonly, it's common to play an E there. You can double up, the inside strings are actually the same pitch, 1, 4, 0, 4. So thinking of that shape, leave out the 2nd string, and look out, you got a great 3-note voicing of a major chord that moves around. The root is on the 3rd string now. So this note is F. There's another way of playing an F chord. That is the same of what we started with. I'm just moving that 2nd string note to the 3rd string. Okay, now let's look at the next shape. I have an A shape here. It's like playing a G actually. It comes from a G chord, leaving out the 2nd string. And this note on the 2nd string with a G shape is doubled. You notice I have a high G here. This works on low G as well. But that's the same pitch. Why not just leave it out and just play the 4th, 3rd, and the high string? Now you have a great movable shape, and I use this a lot. It's easy to slide around, to add other notes to it. And so it's a really functional, great chord shape. So the root here, the note that's important to name the chord, is on the 4th string. Let's play an A, the 2nd fret. Here's the shape. 2, 4, skip the 2nd string, and 4 on top. I'm using my 3rd finger and pinky to play the 4th fret notes, and then 1st finger to play the lower note. You could play 1, 2, 3. I like that at times, and I also like 1, 3, and 4. So what note is the 5th fret? If I play the shape there, it's going to be that chord. That's a C. This is a C chord. D, E, F, 10th position. G up an octave, 12th position. I find this shape very easy to move around. It's really great. Now, like I mentioned before, we can swap notes from the 3rd to the 2nd. What if we take this 3rd string note and move it to the 2nd? Interesting shape, and it would work over A. 2, 0, 4, leaving out the 3rd string. B flat. 3, 1, 5. I'm using my 2nd finger, 1st, and pinky. B, C, D, E, F. 8th position. So the same sound. I'm just swapping where the note is placed. Aha, that's a little more in tune, sorry. That sounds good. So, there are advantages for each one. It might be when you're playing a particular piece. What if I'm going to go to that particular shape? It feels really comfortable moving from here. It would work from there too. So you can decide which shape you like in each situation that you want to use it in. So let's just quickly review those 3 shapes, and I'll do them all based in 2nd position so we can get a sense of how they feel. So the first one we looked at was based on a C shape, a note on the 2nd fret of the 4th string in the 2nd, and then the pinky playing the high note. Then we looked at something based on the F shape with this note here, so it would be, if I'm in 1st position, 2, 1, and 3. And then we also noticed that you could swap the note on the 3rd string there nicely. You actually could with a C shape here. This note, it's just a really unusual shape. Here it would go, if I'm playing in 2nd position, 2 to 6, then 5, leaving out the 2nd string. And then we looked at a couple of ways of playing A, well, based on a G shape, but we played an A chord at 2nd fret, 2, 4, and 4, leaving out the 2nd string, or 2, 0, and 4. That then becomes a movable shape. If you play the 2nd string, so try play some songs that you're familiar with and start applying some of these shapes to them and substitute them. For instance, just instead of doing a C here, for example, if I'm going to go C to F, then C to F, back and forth. Just vamp that. Maybe I will try a different way of playing the C. Different way of playing the F. I'll go to this lower F. And you'll quickly find that they're really easy to play and they sound nice and crystal clear. It's just playing the 3 notes of each triad. And the chord, a major chord, is built on a root, a major 3rd, and a 5th. And those are all those notes are in each of these shapes. So I'll be back and I'll show you some minor shapes. We're just going to flat that 3rd, and then we'll have a whole nother series of chords to look at. And I'll see you then.